Hey, Goober, do you want this?
Can I see what it is?
It's the chocolate I gave you earlier.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Alright, this is actually going to take me a little bit of time. Hustle and bustle, the blue coins.
I don't even know where my computer is. Oh.
Dang it. Oh, man. Help me out.
All right, it's time to turn that off. Do you like that dinner?
Yeah.
Don't sleep. You gotta shut it off. You can't just go to sleep. Hey there, Mama. Go ahead and open it. Turn it back on so you can shut it off. You can't just put it to sleep. Hope you're feeling better. Is it good? I made Hannah's coffee with sweetened condensed milk instead of, what's the sugar we use? Sucralose. I don't know where the computer or anything is. I mean, you can just do it from your phone if you want. You don't have to use the computer. Oh, are you joining us tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
He can take my spot while I'm gone.
Okay.
What's up, y'all? So, we found this Lonely's chocolate, and it's listen, crisp and vice. So there's real vice in here. Then it's dark chocolate. Want to try?
Yeah, Mommy doesn't like dark chocolate. Baby.
I wasn't a fan of that. I don't. The Crispies are not crispy. They are hard.
Oh.
Like chip your tooth if you're not careful. Hard.
Oh, well, be careful.
I was just getting ready to hit my go live button when yours popped up. I'd rather watch you. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Can somebody go
Are you
live?
going to go live after we're done? Or halfway through? We'll join when we're done.
Hello.
Hey, Miss Nichols. How are you? Man, I don't even know where my glasses are. My eyes are bad
I
today.
don't know where anything is right
Careful.
now. Ow, baby. You're
Careful,
hurting me.
careful.
Yeah, I don't know where
Oh,
anything
can you bring me my eyeglasses, buddy? they're on the TV stand. So it's been interesting couple days. As a
Things look totally regular. They
oh,
look a little bigger.
oh, okay. What's up, Shaky? It'll take me oh my gosh, could you clean those? It'll take me a minute to get used to that, but welcome. We are good. I'm better than Hannah. She was it Wednesday? Our doctor is out of state for the week. So couldn't get her into the doctor. She called the teledoc and they're like, "Yeah, there's nothing we can do to you. You need to go get checked out." No urgent care in our area except our insurance. So we had to go to the ER Wednesday. She's fine, not COVID or anything. Of course, they forced that test on her. Basically, it was what?
Negative.
Yeah, basically it was, hey, Miss Carolyn.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Basically it was bronchitis combined with a sinus infection combined with ridiculous pollen allergies that are going on right now. Today it's poured, so that's going to help.
An asthma flare. Really
Combined
bad.
with an asthma flare-up. And so she's been bad since Wednesday. Yesterday was probably the worst. And that's after going through 2 rounds of steroids. And
I'm still on that stuff. It's just...
you're on the second one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's been an interesting day. So I did all the cleaning and cooking today.
He's an angel.
Maybe. I doubt it. I planned on making some keto French toast that I found for dinner tonight, but Hannah thought,
I wanted soup.
yeah, chicken noodle soup would be
Thank
doing
you.
better. Oh, hey, Amy, how you doing? I like that new car you got. Does this qualify as a mug or
No,
a food
it's
transport?
A bowl.
Whatever.
Comes with a lid.
It's got a handle. I'm using it as a mug.
It comes with a lid.
So that's what we've been dealing with this week. We
It's a Tootsie Lollipop.
I got tired of waiting. We were supposed to hear back from the bank about our house
Like Monday or Tuesday.
on Monday or Tuesday. I got tired of waiting. Friday I called. The bank is recommending that we're approved for the loan. The underwriter never contacted us back. They ended up needing some information, so we got the information. Really shaky. Alright, yes, it is stuck to the wall because
we didn't change it.
I know we
Sorry.
didn't. It's just been a day.
My job.
It's stuck to the wall because we got tired of losing it in the couch, and this couch,
Eats things.
yeah, if it goes in the couch, you have to like tear off the bottom just to get anything. So, and then he never puts anything where it's supposed to go. So we just put it to the wall. Past few weeks, we've been putting random objects up there.
You just said the secret of messing with Charlie.
I think he
I
notices.
think so.
And we just forgot this week. What was I saying? I forget. Shaky's bowl with a handle. So we have one of those giant 6-quart measuring cups, the really big ones. That's a bowl with a handle. That's the perfect cereal bowl. Sorry, prayers for you, Hannah. Get some local raw honey, and it'll help you become immune to the pollen.
We do have some, honey.
We do have that. Why haven't you tried it?
Because I've been taking drugs.
So is the random
Dr.
item
prescribed.
Owen today? Pretty much. I just got done making the coffee.
Are you a little immune to pollen?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
not even
I was
a
talking
little.
about, I was going to make some keto French toast, which looks awesome on the channel I found today. Hannah wanted chicken noodle soup. I've never made chicken noodle soup that wasn't just Campbell's pour in the can, or pour the can in the pot. I was like, no, she's not feeling good. She could very well be lying to me. She's too nice to tell me if it was garbage or not.
It was good.
It didn't smell very nice. It didn't smell like what Mama makes. But, Owen, stop. I don't know where I was going with that. It's been bad. Take a spoon of local raw honey every day. It helps with allergies and pollen.
I'm gonna start doing that because I don't want another flare up. I've been doing this for over a week now,
Yeah.
So guys,
and I'm done.
did you realize we already had a video on off Kilter today?
Did Daddy-
I haven't posted it
Daddy
yet.
hasn't posted it, honey.
I have
But
to edit it.
Yeah, he hasn't
can't get this
posted
to
it
work.
yet, but it's how to make
Like,
boiled
Close that,
eggs.
reopen. And of course,
once-
elderberry.
And once
elderberry
you
syrup
watch
really.
I do have some elderberry.
you'll notice that I'm wearing a pizza hat.
Yep. Mammals yelling at you
Why?
because you keep cracking that into your teeth. And I'm going to have to pull it with some pliers if you crack one. Stop. She's going to come through this phone and beat you.
Good joke.
You think I'm joking.
You're looking shaggy.
So we are now waiting on them. Hopefully we hear back this week since we sent them the information they want. Because there's a house we really, really like. It's on the lower end of our price range. It's pretty much been freshly remodeled on the inside. It's got a big backyard, totally privacy fenced in, and it's right outside city limits, so we don't have to worry anything with our chickens. It's got solar on both sides of the roof, full length solar, so that should be able to run the whole house, which would be awesome. So also keep you in my prayers for good news on your loan. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want a house with stairs.
If it didn't have a timetable on it, we wouldn't be freaking out so much. But we know once we get the loan, we put in the offer, it could take a couple months before we get the keys to the house. So we're really trying to push things along. My realtor, he's like, hey, you're ahead of the game. Get all this stuff done before you try to put it in for an offer. He goes, it's just a waiting game. He goes, but as soon as we get that letter, it's going to get very exciting very quick.
I hope.
So that's what we're waiting on. And the way things sell around here, I don't know why this house is still on the market.
It's been on there like 140 days, and I'm hoping it stays.
Yeah, usually things are sold around here within a week or two.
So if it's not that one, it's the one on Tessachi or something.
Yeah, it's a Sachi.
Something like that.
So
Off the Parkway.
that's what we've been doing. Nonstop. Owen did have a soccer game.
You did so good.
He did. Those kids, they are light years away from the first game we had. Like,
They're amazing.
they've gotten so much better. Owen started attacking the ball, which that's what I've been focusing on. On God's time, definitely. I'll be right back. I'm on my porch, and the wind has picked up and starting to rain. Oh, okay. Yeah, we've been dealing with rain all day, too. And I'm not complaining. We've needed rain. Okay. We've needed rain so bad. To the point where I thought, I didn't think my grass was going to rebound when it finally rained. But green is popping up now. I had bought a sprinkler, and so I was doing that. Yeah, we needed it so bad. I don't even know when the last time it rained was. And finally, we're getting that big front that's coming through. I had a couple pretty strong winds. That first storm that came yesterday, because it was so dry, I mean, it took quite a bit of dirt off of our road, which, had me worried a little bit.
That was the sand war.
It was a sand war.
Yeah. Wait a second, it's not a sand war. It's a storm where the sand starts warming and it gets harder for animals to live and not get into ice, like that kind of stuff.
Sure. Beautiful day here today. Got to work out in the garden. That's awesome. We don't get our garden this spring. It's really too late to start much of anything now in all kinds of stuff. But I talked to Mary from Mary's Heirloom Seeds, and she understood, and she knows that as soon as we can start the garden, we will. So I'm good with that. She supplied this year's garden for us, and the baby chickens are enjoying the sunshine. Oh, I love chickens. I love baby chickens.
You know what I love so much?
What?
Baby chicks, because they're so cute and soft.
They're little fuzzy butts, aren't they?
Why in the world would you say that otherwise? You just said a stinky little butt.
Yes. Yeah. So, depending on what happens, we're getting rid of our bantams no matter what. There's no purpose for them. It takes 4 bantam eggs to equal 1 regular egg, and I mean, yeah, they're good for Owen to make 80 baby meat chickens. Oh my goodness. How long does it take you to process 80? Do you do it all in one day, or do you batch it out? That was originally my plan, was to have meat chickens. Then we were given some layers. Maybe eventually I'll go with meat chickens. I just don't want to deal with the mess right now. Did you hatch them all, or did you buy them?
We hatched.
Well, I know we hatched ours. Split it into 2 days. Still, that's moving. Do 40 chickens in one day. That's a pretty good clip. I mean, I guess you probably get a rhythm and a science down to it. I've only processed a handful of chickens, and took me forever each time. And
If we have 100 eggs, and if they were all combined in the house would be destroyed.
you think?
Yeah. I'm not saying with bantam eggs.
Mama says it's freezing here today and cloudy.
Aww.
I wish it was cool. We had the window open, but that's just because and I couldn't breathe, and I was cooking bacon, so it got pretty smoky in here. I was doing steak and bacon at the same time. We got ours from Meyer Hatchery. Okay, I returned. Hope I didn't miss much. No, not much at all. At least on my end, Amy was talking about she has 80 meat chickens, which is pretty cool. Do you brine yours? We ran into our chickens when we harvested them were crazy tough. Like you almost didn't want to try to chew through them, tough. And we let them sit in ice water for I don't remember how long. Somebody told us let them sit in ice water for a little bit, but we didn't put anything else in it. And so I think we're gonna brine them next time.
Put it in the ice water for a few minutes.
No, that was the eggs this morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait a second, I watched the video this morning.
I know. We're talking about killing and cleaning chickens to eat.
Oh. But why in the world? Why in the world did we get rid of fish?
We didn't get fishes out there.
Oh, I mean, why in the world did you, why in the world?
Thank you, Shaky.
Why in the world did we, sell squid and, we couldn't
Got to
sell
go
one
let
of
them
the
sit.
others because, he was a good rooster.
Yeah. Gotta let them sit 24 hours in the fridge to let rigor release. Okay. So that's what it was. So we'll do that next time. Maybe we'll get some quail. We'll get some quail again. What do you think, bud? And we'll practice on that.
We'll get some quail and some of them do you want to kill and eat and then some of them we'll use for eggs.
Do you want quail eggs?
Yeah.
Why? They're so tiny. Like you can barely eat anything.
It's been a long time, so
I have 10 Rhode Island red chicks in the brooder and about a dozen eggs in the incubator. Very cool. My best friend, they just bought a house in February, and it came with chickens, and they have never. Well, I think Aaron had chickens for a while, but his wife never had. Deviled quail eggs are fun to eat. I just got to the point where I would start eating the ingredients that goes into deviled eggs, so I need to try deviled eggs. I don't like it with horseradish, so if I had deviled eggs without horseradish, I'd probably like it, but I don't like horseradish. Anyway, so they had a chicken that died that became Denise's favorite, and so I'm trying to get them to get a couple more chickens. Mainly just because chicken math. That's how it works. You lose one, you get 10. But
maybe if you lose all of them, you get 1,000.
Maybe. But I showed them the I am Samanis, and that's right up their alley. So hopefully they'll get some of that. That'd be kind of cool. Would you ever eat a chicken that was all black? Black meat and black everything? Except the eggs, oddly enough. Soak the quail eggs in vinegar overnight after they're boiled and peel them easily.
That is
Very
so
cool.
disgusting. Eating black chicken.
Yeah, there's a chicken that the meat is black on it. It's called a I am Samani.
That sounds so gross. I don't want to look at one.
It's good. They have black eyes. Even the inside of their mouth is black. Hey there, Julie.
Everyone's inside of their mouth is black when it's closed because of
Well, when it's closed. Weirdo. You're getting there. He's trying to learn how to whistle. Slowly getting there. Okay, now you're spitting. Yeah, just keep practicing. I'm down 2 Rhode Island roosters, a buff rooster, 4 black Asian hens, so I need to replenish my flock. I sold about 50 chickens last year. Oh, dang. I don't know how many we have. We have like, I think 18 now? I don't know. I don't even know how many regular hens we have. We have a lot of bantams. I hate the bantams. They serve no purpose to me. I mean, they're nice. The hens are nice and everything. They're pretty, but
Well, I want
what?
to keep the bantams.
We're not keeping the bantams.
I like the ones that I got the pet.
Well, we'll get bigger chickens and you can pet the bigger chickens. We'll get some Wyandottes or something. My little hatchery did well for the first year. Yeah, I'd like to hatch. I just haven't. I haven't sunk the money or the time into doing that. And there's at this point right now, there's real no purpose in it for me. Maybe once we get our own place, I might hatch a little bit, but even then, it's going to be very selected on what I hatch. Now, I know there's some hatcheries that they will sell. They'll sell fertilized eggs. That could be cool. Instead of, letting them hatch it out, they just send me the eggs and then I hatch in my incubator. That could be cool. And I'd like to get a little bit more of a mix, little barnyard mix kind of thing. But if nothing more than for the different colored eggs, and it's novelty, I know it is, but that's okay. You need to get a goat. I was gonna get a goat,
Do you know what I always wanted?
and then I went and got a trampoline and a pool, and so there was no place for a goat.
I always wanted a
Not that I'm
lamb.
complaining by any means.
I always wanted a lamb.
A lamb?
Yeah.
You want to get some Florida cracker sheep? If we get out in the country, we can do that. If we find another house that shows out in the country on land that's actual land, not like that one house we found, then we can get that. I would like to have a cow, and that's really about it. The chickens, maybe get some kinder goats.
Do you know what I always wanted?
What?
A fat baby cow.
Me too.
Yeah.
Owen, Hannah has fallen in love with the. Oh gosh, it just left my brain. We do plan on getting rabbits, no matter where we go. If we have to give up our chickens, we're definitely getting rabbits. If we don't have to give up our chickens, we are getting rabbits. That's going to be our first big money thing. I'm still fencing in for them to free range. Let me know and I will send you eggs. They're mixed breed like Jersey Giants and Leghorns and such. Okay. Will do. Forget where I was going. Something. Oh, the hairy cows, the floofy cows. Hannah's fallen in love with them here recently. The small versions, Highlands. There you go, the Highland cows. So if we end up finding a house that's on some land, that's the plan, is to get a Highland cow.
Are we going to a new island?
No, Highland. It's a breed. Like how Bella was a Catahoula, and then Lola is pit mutt. It's a different kind of cow. I wouldn't mind Dexter's, just because I know they're good dual purpose for both milk and meat. Though I don't think we'd use it for milk. I just don't want to. I don't want to not waste the time, because it's not wasted, because you can do a lot with the milk. I don't want to take the time to have a dairy cow. That's just too much for me. Hannah will be back here in a minute. She had to go do a breathing treatment. But yeah, I don't like the idea of. Oh, hey there, Sherry. How are you? Yeah, I don't like the idea of you can't go away. With chickens, the way we have our feed and water set up, you can go away for a couple days. Hey there, Sunny's Place. How are you? Nothing's the tea today. Um, no, I'm not sure it's Sherry. I just assumed. Um, I think it did, Julie. Um, so I like the idea of the way we have our feed and water set up with the chickens. If we want to go away for a couple days, it's no issue. With a cow, have the feed and the water set up. If you want to go away for a couple days, it's no issue. When you have dairy, you can't do that. So, Emma, on the wood knife, the butter knife that you made, I loved that axe that you were using. Are you gonna put any kind of oil on it, or just keep it raw like that? Because I've thought about making a few different wood utensils, but I don't know if I'm gonna put oil on it or not. I think you kind of have to. I'm not sure. There was something else I wanted to make plates, wooden plates, and kind of do away with. Is that mine or yours? Oh, must be mine. I was wanting that. Kind of do away with the glass plates and go all wood plates. I think that'd be really neat. What do you think?
Sure.
You don't care?
No.
Yeah, the axe is so cool. I found it at an antique store in Asheville. Oh, very cool. I could use an axe like that. I'm trying to make a walking tall style bat for my classroom, and I'm just using a little hatchet, and I don't have the attention span to sit there and do it with that kind of hatchet, because one, it rolls so bad in your hand. You really need the style axe that you used in there to take chunks off instead of chops. It's meant to chop, not to shave. So yeah, maybe I'll just use my chainsaw. I just gotta sharpen it, which means I gotta find the thing. I'm planning on sealing it with carrabba oil and beeswax. It's all natural, food safe, and we can use it on the wooden pieces and knives. Okay, very cool. Yeah, that's I didn't even think of oil, and then I found out that if you have wooden chopping blocks, it's supposed to be oiled. And it's been decoration. My parents got us 2 years ago, 3 years ago for Christmas. Got us like a big, thick wood cutting board, and it's really been decoration. We haven't used it a whole lot because I didn't like how it would feel after you washed it and stuff. I learned you don't let it air dry, and you're supposed to put oil on it, almost like you're seasoning cast iron skillet without, of course, the fire. So I've took it. The dopamine has led me to go down a deep dive on wooden utensils and kitchen stuffs. Lately, dopamine is a weird thing. If you're not ADHD, you don't understand just the pursuit of that. But what?
Just breathing.
Oh, thought you were making fun of me.
No. Just breathing.
I'm taking a class next Saturday called The Way of the Axe with Josh Nava through the School of All Trades. Very cool. I would like to build a collection of the various tools like that. The different types of axes, different splitters. I saw a wood splitter, I don't know, last week, something like that, on TikTok that I will be making. I'm not going to buy it because why when I have a welder? But instead of having the wood sitting on your block and you're coming down with the blade, you put the blade up. Like, it almost looks kind of like a fondue stand. Weird. I just follow my thinking. It's almost like a fondue stand with a blade across the top of it, turned upside down. And so then all you do, you just drop the log into it that you want to split, hit it with a hammer, and it like splits the whole
that
thing.
thing we saw the other day.
Yeah. So I would like to do that. That's a big snake. Okay. Give mammal a seizure.
It's okay if I use this one. I'll try not to.
Just don't swing it in front of there and make it look like it's flashing. I want to get comfortable with hand tools. Yeah. Okay. There's I can't remember his name. There's a guy I used to watch growing up on PBS, and all he does is use the old hand tools. I mean, he makes lathes and everything all from hand tools, and then it's all manual power. He doesn't use any electricity, nothing. So I think that's a good skill to learn. I don't think I would ever perfect it, but I would like to know how to do all that stuff.
Hello from Alaska. Far north.
Hey there, Far North Life. How you doing today? I know I know how to use power tools to build most things. Oh, lost it.
But it's a whole new ball game when you're carving and shaving with old school tools.
Mm-hmm. I can use power tools. I'm no good at it, but we'll be putting a lot of that to the test. I'm repurposing some things. The garbage box that we made
The Because of Bella
because
box.
of Bella, yeah, the Because of Bella box. I have removed it. I put it outside. I'm going to turn that into a drop box for Amazon. So it's going to be locked. I'm going to put a door on it, locked with a lock, and then when they open it, it's going to pull up a platform for them to set the box on. They close it, it's going to drop down into the box, and so once it's in there, until I open it, they won't be able to get to it. And I know it's all about keeping honest people honest. If somebody really wanted it, they'd get it. But that's smart, putting the remote on the wall so you don't lose it.
We bought so
Yeah.
many.
This one we got because the one before it we
As
lost.
soon as you opened it.
As soon as I opened it, like not even put the batteries in it. As soon as we opened it, Owen goes, "Oh look, I found the remote." And so lost this one, and I said, "Let's just go get a Roku," because we have a smart TV, but they didn't have a lot of things. This one's voice activated, which I love. And so as soon as we got the Roku, we found this, so we just keep that there just in case. They do walk away, especially when you have a 6-year-old with klepto tendencies. That was not hot enough. But yeah, so I like that. We don't have a headboard on our bed, but on the wall above our bed we have this remote because our bed stands are limited, especially because I use a giant box fan on the nightstand. So if I had my phone up there, I'd have no room for any of the remotes. So we even have that on the wall above our bed too. No, buddy, it's so wet out there. It's okay.
I know we haven't been out today.
As soon as
I'm
it's dry,
sorry.
I'll take you out and we'll play with that. But it's gonna be a week at school. I just know it. My brain is not cooperating. Whole thoughts, topics, and conversations that I had to talk about go away. What is that?
It's my keep going thing.
Here.
How long have we been homesteading? Started
2017.
like officially started off Kilter Homestead
There's
in
some water.
2017 with our first garden. Owen's what? Owen's not klepto, but
But Henry's a trash
Uh,
panda.
are you guys gonna do the Harvest Moon giveaway again? We are gonna do the Harvest Moon giveaway again this year. And we feel a little bad
I gotta get on that.
because
I haven't been able to get the shoes.
We have not sent our winner, who won everything, her 2 shoes yet. So
You
I
need
feel a little
bowl,
bad,
baby, a bowl.
but we got to be able to get the shoes
I haven't been
in
able
order
to
to
get the
paint
shoes.
them. So as soon as we get her shoes, we're gonna send them to her. But we are gonna do it again. I am gonna join in on Christmas
fairies.
and July fairies, which is what inspired Harvest
Use
Moon
that
giveaway.
bowl. Just pull it out.
So we will be doing that again this year. I learned a lot last year, so hopefully it goes a little smoother this year. But back to what Far North was asking. We started in 2017 with our first garden, and I was self-conscious about calling ourselves a homestead for a while because we didn't have animals, we didn't have anything like that. But then I made it, rationalized it of homesteading is more of a mentality than an action. If you're trying to be self-sufficient, you're trying to learn to do it all for yourself, that kind of thing. To me, that's homesteading. So you can homestead in an apartment in the middle of the city. CJM Farms is a perfect example for that. Yeah, they have spot outside of Toronto where they garden and stuff, but they live in Toronto and they're homesteading. So it's definitely different than what what you're dealing with up there in Alaska, which I would love to
Use a
visit.
cup. Use that green cup. Leave it somewhere.
When I was in college, I applied for a ministry position out there, and the pastor, because I had friends that were stationed out there,
Because it will float in here.
Yeah. It's
and they loved it, and were trying to get me out there. And the pastor, when he called to kind of do a little phone interview before the actual interview with the deacons and stuff, he did everything in his power to talk me out of moving, which. 6 and 1, half dozen the other. That's why I didn't put in my new name, because I'll be fishing, hunting, and whatever else I get into. Good. And that's like
drop it in.
exactly, homesteading is a frame of mind. It's
Sinking a little bit.
our channel. Well, one, our channel's pretty much been lives for the last
6 months.
6 months, and a lot of that comes down to. We've been so busy, haven't been able to really do much. I haven't had much of a drive to do any kind of video work. That's why TikToks are so easy for me, because I can do those like 20 seconds on my lunch break and post them. And there's not, hours worth of editing and all this stuff. So I go through spurts for the YouTube channel. But even if it wasn't just lives, our content is not always gardening. It's not always dealing with the chickens or building something. Like, our content, it's our lives, and that's what got us to start the channel in the first place. Was my mom saying, because I'm like, we're not interested in it. We don't have we don't have all the stuff. And my mom was like, people are gonna come because it's you. They want to know about your life, not necessarily what you're planning again. You can get that anywhere. I'm like, okay. It's still about a foot of snow outside, so I'm patiently waiting for spring. That is heaven to me. For those that have been here and know, we love winter. We love snow. Our goal is to move up to where it snows heavily and start a Christmas tree and reindeer farm. Like, that's our life goal and ambition and what we're working towards. Even though buying a house, it's going to put us back a little bit, it's still, we're doing it as an investment too. And that's why we don't really want to rent. Like, we're stuck here for the next couple years anyway while Hannah finishes her teaching license. So we don't want to rent, because then there's nothing to show for it when we go to move.
You're making a mess now.
So, if we buy something, it's an investment. We can work on it. We can get more money out of it. And then when we go to sell it, hey, look, there's some money for a down payment to move to our farm. So that's where we are. I've been homesteading over 20 years. I never thought about naming my homestead until recently. What have you named it? Are you putting that out there? I think, Miss Carolyn, you should start your own YouTube channel. I think you would get a lot of people flock to it. With all the knowledge you have, um, I think that would be very beneficial for people. Starting my first official garden this year. Awesome. Have you bought your seeds yet? Or are you going to do starts or greenhouse? Or how are you going to do that? That's great. Huh?
We know someone.
You know someone.
With
Oh,
seeds.
for seeds, yeah. Yeah, Mary's Heirloom Seeds is a awesome person and close friend. And so I always try to promote her. But I was watching, it's on Netflix or something. There was a series about farming, and it followed a couple different farmers all around the country, and one of them was in Alaska. And the amount of food that he's producing up there is ridiculous, and I didn't think he'd be able to grow like he was, but he did. I've been thinking about a YouTube channel. You should, and I will promote the crap out of it. So please let me know as soon as you do, and I'll be your first subscriber. Got seeds early this year. Good. My husband calls our homestead our estate. It's literally a piece of dirt right now.
But it's yours.
But it's yours, and you're building it, and that's what's important. Ohio is like West Virginia and very lenient on exotic animals. Yeah. Depending on what happens in Ohio, we may have to look towards West Virginia. Because they're not doing some very nice things up there right now. You're so weird.
Hello.
Let's see. Okay, there we go. I'm back caught up. I just drew up plans for an aquaponic fully bio greenhouse complete with bees for pollination.
Very cool.
Very cool.
I'm super happy right now.
Why?
Because I'm playing.
Oh. Yeah, that's very neat. Are you gonna like go with a greenhouse kit, and do like a really big like pole barn almost and turn it into a greenhouse, or are you gonna get funky with it? Because I mean, you can get, if you know anybody out west, teachers are in high demand here, and land is $1,000 less an acre. Oh well, that makes it very nice. What's up, Kinfolk Farm? How you doing, buddy? But if you know anybody out west, when we were in Montana, we'd walk into a barn. I don't think you were ever with us when we did that. We'd walk into a barn, and there would just be rows upon rows upon rows of old, like the weighted windows. And they're stupid expensive back east. They're throwing them away out there. So if you know anybody out west, have them go get that and build your greenhouse out of those old weighted windows. That's the way I'd do it if I was building something like that. We have our summer season crammed into 2 months, almost 24 hours of sun though. Yeah, that's the one thing I wouldn't like. I don't like when our summer where it's like, I like it getting dark early. I would like the 24 hours of moon. She would not. She definitely deals with what do they call it? Seasonal depression?
No, I don't want seasonal
No, not depression, but you don't like it dark outside.
I don't like it. I feel like I'm always in a rush. Like it's dark. Like when we were in Montana, it was dark at 4 o'clock, and I'm like, I gotta go home and go to bed.
No, I'm gonna build a pole barn greenhouse and use clear hard roofing materials instead of. Okay, smart. What am I doing?
Opening this. No, I meant opening it. I meant opening it!
Oh, open it. Instead of plastic wrap. That's smart. That's smart to do it that way. But yeah, when we were in Montana, it went by. I think there's more over there, bud. When we were in Montana, the summer went by very fast. Summer went by very fast, and snow was on the ground from September till we left in May, and there was still snow on the ground.
Sweet Pea Farm.
Hello, Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea Farm. How you doing? How's those coon pigs doing? Did they? I can't remember if I saw a video. Did they give birth yet? Or are you still waiting? I can't remember. I've seen so many. I tried to catch up on YouTube. And I've just seen so many people are starting to run together. But that's really smart to do it as a pole barn. If you are you gonna build it yourself, Shaky, or are you going to contract somebody to build it? Because we have a friend that even though there's a even though there's a metal building company here in town, they built a big garage barn shop thing, and they brought a company from North Carolina, and they did it for thousands of dollars less than what they were quoted from a guy here in town. So if you're not going to build it yourself and you're going to contract it, I can get the name of them and see if they can build it. And then it's not built with you can do whatever you want on the end or on the outside, but build it with steel to get it set in, and then it's never going anywhere. And yeah, that's the way to do it.
She had her pig babies on April Fools.
Oh, so it's hard to keep up with everything. It is. You didn't tighten it down.
Now that is weird.
That saved me, didn't it? You were gonna pop me with it. Sorry, I'm editing. Still listening though. No worries.
I would have talked to you.
I need to edit. So, if you follow me on Facebook, you saw the post I made this morning where Owen, he totally ignores that I can do anything, and will go to Hannah to do everything. And sometimes that's nice. When he comes in our room on Saturday mornings, he doesn't come to my side. He wakes her up, and I get to sleep. So that part's nice. Yeah, but he came in and told her, "Hey, I want boiled eggs for breakfast." And I was awake, and I go, "Owen, Mommy feels like garbage today." And he goes, "Can you make boiled eggs?" I go, "You just think I'm a giant imbecile, don't you?" And he goes, "Yeah, I want boiled eggs." I'm like, whatever. So I made him look up a YouTube video on how to make it, and then he made his own boiled eggs this morning, but I filmed it and everything. So he's going to have a very short video showing how to make boiled eggs. And then I'm going to post another video where it's the outtakes that is basically just him rambling. He has all kinds of weird stuff. I'm going to build leaf cutter beehives and use them for pollination. I'm going to build myself with a slanted roof to catch rainwater for the fish and plants. Oh, smart. That's why I built my greenhouse with cattle panels and greenhouse plastic, yeah. Shaky, for the rain collection system, check out the Broussards. They have an awesome setup for collecting rainwater. What are you doing? What is it?
Don't eat that. Go throw that away.
Oh, little boys are gross. I plan on raising tilapia and catfish to feed the plants and to harvest. Urban farming guys out of Kansas. That was the first time I ever heard of aquaponics, was with them, and they use tilapia. I don't know if I would use personally I would use tilapia, because we would not eat tilapia. We would have to, I don't know, can you use salmon for that? Or would they die being in a stagnant? I mean, it's not stagnant. You'd cycle water and put air into it, but it's not running. I know Owen would love to have salmon at home. I've heard seaweed is amazing for the garden. Oh, it may be. I mean, it's nutrient dense. So that'd be good for mulching, if nothing else. Speaking of mulch, I
It's definitely going
next low
fast.
tide, I'm gonna try collecting
Go
it.
look in your
I'd be
bathroom.
interested to see how that turns out. With the slanted roof, only one gutter's needed.
2020.
250. Yeah. Um, I was saying more on not so much a collection, like it collects with the gutter just like that, but it's how it like they have it in a staged setup, so one will fill up and then the other will fill up, and it keeps it fresh. It's pretty nice setup. Um, but mulch, I saw a video where it was a farmer that was trying something new with his corn, and he had the corn planter, and I guess it's very similar to what they do with strawberries if you've ever seen a strawberry field. But he had the corn planter, and as he planted the corn, behind that he called it mulch. It wasn't mulch. It was like a sheet, but it was made out of cornstarch. And so it worked like a mini greenhouse, but the plants could pop through it, and then it would dissolve into the ground, and there's no trace, no nothing. You don't have to worry about it messing with organic or like. You saw that too. Awesome. So I said, where did you get that? Because that's an incredible piece of technology that I've never seen or heard of before. That's too close. Um, so I'm gonna look for that, and if I can find it cheap enough, I'm gonna try it. Our well water has too much iron to use. Yeah, ours doesn't have a whole lot of iron, but it's got a lot of sulfur.
Where's the ball?
A few local Alaskans told me their gardens were so healthy, but I'll see what happens. Um, Here, let me see. Why is it not working for you?
You don't want to catch me with these chairs. These chairs. Don't hit me in the face.
I'm not gonna hit you in the face.
Shoot!
Wow, the thing's so behind, isn't it?
Yeah. So, gotta run, bonus live, new subscriber. Awesome.
Oh, thank you. You have a good one. But yeah, that mulch. I don't know why they call it mulch, but
Daddy,
oh, all right. I gotta stop doing that. I just shot my lighting system.
why would you do that?
It wasn't intentional.
That's a stupid thing to do.
Oh, that's why I said I'm gonna stop doing it. Yeah. So
Wait, that's
that that's what we're dealing with. Hopefully, we hear from the bank, and like once we get settled somewhere, I'm gonna have enough projects that the YouTube channel I think would take off
Yeah,
again.
I think so too. Especially if we move
Yeah.
the
Oh,
pool.
are you okay?
Especially if you move the pool.
Yeah, for the pool.
People
Those pool
like
videos, man.
They love those.
I don't understand why, but it works.
Which you have a patch you probably need to do on that pool by now.
Probably. Yeah. Hannah, okay, stop moving that around. It's loud for me. I can only imagine how it sounds to them. Yeah, there we had a torpedo grass start poking at the bottom of the pool, so it looks like I get to patch it again. Which isn't too bad. This is the third
So,
year we've only
only
had
the
to do
second
second
one.
time we've had to patch it. What did Mommy say about that?
Leave it in the cup.
was
baby.
just-
I'm gonna dump it out.
I wanted to see how it feels though.
No,
And-
she said leave it
Leave
alone.
it because then when you pull it out, you're just gonna get water everywhere, and you're getting it all over your chocolate.
But did you have anything?
No, I'm just breathing.
You're just breathing. You're trying to live. Well, that's one way to breathe easy, I guess. So, oh, and do you have anything? Because Daddy is subjected out. My brain is not giving me any more ideas to talk about.
What things do you need?
Do you have anything to talk about?
Um, so I got rattlesnake eggs. I'm not gonna let them touch anything. That's
Good call.
electric. And watch if they spin, and then one spins. When they stop, they stick.
And why does it spin? We learned. I drew it on the fridge the other day.
What was it called again? Magnetism.
And how did it work? Is there an east and west pole,
Don't know.
or is it a north and a south pole, or positive and negative?
Positive and negative.
Positive and negative. It's also called north and south. And do opposites repel or do opposites attract?
Attract.
Opposites attract. Good job. And then the same charges do what?
Spin.
They run away from each other.
They
What did my
run.
mom say? She seems to be struggling for sure. Yeah, it's
This
to
is
the point.
Worst I've ever had.
She's gonna have to wear a mask outside just to be able to breathe. But I think with all this rain that we got, I think that's gonna help a lot. Like it flooded the yard today,
I hope so.
but it's been all day, so it's not like it was a torrential downpour and then
Like last night was torrential downpour, but today seems to be more consistent.
yeah. All right, give her. Why don't you go get in the tub?
It's asthma and allergies and sinus infection and
Bronchitis.
bronchitis.
Yeah. It's yeah, we had to take her to the ER on Wednesday because our doctor was out of state for the week, and then no urgent care clinics except our insurance, so we had to take her to the ER. But they said because they linked it to COVID, which it wasn't COVID, she got negative. Because they linked it to COVID, we don't have to pay anything, which is weird. But okay. So yeah, they told her you don't have COVID, but you do have allergies, asthma flare-up, bronchitis, and a sinus infection. So this poor girl can't breathe anyway.
Perfect storm.
Yeah.
We have so much. Too
What?
loud.
Well, the window's down.
No,
We're
there's
cooling
just-
the outside right now.
No, we're smart.
Yeah.
It's just been a perfect storm in the worst way.
Yeah. It has. I mean, she struggles to breathe on a good day. I'm holding strawberries right now. I went to Frog Song Organic Farm today and got 2 flats of strawberries, and I got some other veggies. They're beautiful and yummy. Nice. My life's journey. Allergies are kicking my butt now.
It's been so bad. The pollen count was extremely high yesterday. And we were out. They did a smoke at Owen's game for the kids to come in. And
Yeah.
it was just so hot and so dusty yesterday. And I think I overdid it. So I was actually feeling better yesterday.
Yeah.
And then last night I just crashed.
And then you throw the anxiety of
I don't like being able not to breathe.
yeah, being an asthmatic that has struggled with it, so now your fear is suffocating from not being able to breathe, and so it's not a good thing. Hope you feel well soon. It's so hard to be a mom and under the weather.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping she starts to feel better. She's on her 2nd round of steroids and 2nd round of antibiotics. The doctor basically said the stuff they're giving out, which they normally cocktails,
give me.
prednisone, and Z-Pack.
I get it 3 times a year.
Yeah, she says it's not affecting people right now. All right, take it easy, buddy. It's not affecting people. Like, it's not touching anything that they have, this Z-Pack and prednisone. So they gave her some other kinds of stuff.
And a breathing nebulizer thing. That's fun.
Yeah.
Take a little teddy bear thing with me to work every day.
Which makes me laugh. I told her, I said, when you're old and have to be on oxygen. I hope you get to carry it around in a little teddy bear thing like this. But anyway, well, we should probably get going. It's time to get Owen ready for bed and get him, bathed and out of the shower and stuff. Um, it's a non-testing week, but it's gonna be a
It's
busy week
makeup
anyway.
testing though.
Yeah, but that doesn't affect
But
us.
it's this week. Well, it does me because my kids watch me quiet, which is fantastic.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And kids will be pulled out all week because they didn't show up for testing.
But, yeah.
But it's review weeks
Mm-hmm.
because we got EOCs and everything.
And if you're that bad, take 2 large spoonfuls of raw honey with some cinnamon in it. I have asthma too. I used to be allergic, but not anymore. Prayers for Hannah in the house.
I will try anything right now.
Yeah.
I feel so
And we have all that cinnamon up there.
We do.
So we
Thank
will do
you.
that. Anyway, thank you all for coming in. We really appreciate it. Hopefully we hear something good about the house this week and get to update you all big time on Sunday and maybe even do some celebratory giveaways. I don't know. We shall see. Anyway, y'all have a good weekend. Whatever it is. Bye.